All right. Uh, in this segment, I'm going to be showing you around on how to set up the statutory payment and your installment payment variables. Yeah. The statutory payment deals with when we talk about statutory payment in real estate, we talk about other payments that are charged apart from the cost of the land. Statutory payments involve the developmental fees, the legal fees, the deed of assignment, and other fees that may be applicable. Now, for you as a real estate company, you might just need to set up these variables so that so that you can also process the payment via the portal. So in this case, I'm going to show you around on how to do that. And where do you do that? You go to once you get to your dashboard, you go to your product, you click on edit, you get to edit, you see the details of the product, and if you scroll down, you see the segment where you have the developmental fee, the survey fee, the deed of assignment, and all of that, and other fees. Now, so as a company, if your deed fee is 200,000, you put it 200,000 here. Survey fee 300,000, just for example, put 300,000. Deed of assignment 50,000, and other fees that may be So once you put all of these details, uh, okay, you just go down and put in your admin password and you submit. Once this is submitted, the record, the system keeps the record, and anybody that is buying this particular product, like the Star Blue Core Villa, the system kept as a record that the person is supposed to pay all of these fees, after making the payment for the cost of the land, or cost of the house, as it may be. Now, how do we now process these statutory fees? Now, once after we have posted the transaction, or after the person has completed the transaction, the next thing, if the person comes around and said he wants to pay the statutory fee, what the admin will do is to go to the menu and click on transactions, and under transaction we have statutory fees. Now you click on the statutory fees, then you put the client ID here. You put the client ID and you click go. Now what we have here is invalid client details. Now this is because, okay, this is because the ID that I put here is not correct. But let me do something. Let me get to, let me bring the correct client ID. I can copy correct client ID from here. Okay. All right. Let's go there. Transactions. All right. Now what we have here is no outstanding transaction. That is to say, by the time we the all the transactions that we posted for this particular client, there was no, as of the time we are posting the transaction, we did not there was no developmental fee or statutory payment attached to those transactions. But I didn't mean that there was a transaction, the transaction attracted statutory fees. The details of that statutory fee will be listed here, and the all the details, or the submission of the statutory fee will be here, statutory fee balance. So if the total statutory fee is, let's say, 3 million, for instance, it will be here. Now if the client pays, the 3 million here, you just put the 3 million, then the date of payment, and you put the admin password and you submit. Once you click submit, the system captures it, and you know the client's account is cleared from owing any statutory fee. The difference between the statutory fee and the land the the other payment, the land payment, is that the company does not pay commission on statutory fees. So that is why we have to separate them. So this is how to post statutory. This is how to configure statutory fee for your products, and also to process the transactions of statutory fee. The next thing we're going to talk about in this segment is installment payment. Okay, this installment payment is also configured on the product. So what you do to configure the installment payment is the charges, the extra charge. Why we need to do this is, for people that are paying over a period, paying for their landed property, or the real estate product over a period of time, there may be surcharge. Someone paying over 2 years, or someone paying over 1 year, or someone paying over 6 months, the company might decide to surcharge them. So we need to configure this. So to configure this, we go to that product. Once you get to that product, you scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Then you see a segment or a portion where you say set prices for installment payments. You click on that. Once you click on that, you see a drop of you see a set of columns come up, and in this column you just look at it and you fill it in appropriately. But let me just explain what you do here. Now, we have the fixed charge, fixed addition on this segment, and we have the percentage addition. The fixed, if you are using fixed charge addition, it means you want to inform the portal to add a fixed amount to the cost of the product if the client is paying over this period of time. That is to say, if I select fixed addition here and I put 50,000 here, okay, and I put 100,000 here, okay, it means if the initial cost of the product is 1 million, the moment the client is coming around and the client specifies that he wants to pay for this product over 3 months, the moment the client specifies that, or at the point of transaction, of posting the transaction on this portal, the option to select the payment plan will be made available. And on this product, okay, let me just do something. Let me just do, okay, 120,000, just for clarity. 150,000. Let's say 0, 0, 0, 0, and I put my password. Okay, so once I do this, this informs the system that anybody that is paying over 3 months, the system should charge 50,000 extra. That is added to the original cost of the product. Anybody that is paying over 6 months, the system should charge 100,000 extra. Anybody that is paying over 1 year, the system should charge 120,000 extra. Anybody that is paying over 16 months, the system should charge 150,000 extra. Now, below it, on 2 years, I put 000. Now, this is not realistic. Now, in that it means that anybody that is paying over 2 years, the system should charge no extra cost. But I just put this figure just to explain to you, if for instance you want, okay, anybody that is paying over 3 months should pay no anybody that is paying over 3 months should pay no extra. 3 months, okay, 3 months is 0. Let's say 3 months is 0. That means no. 6 months is also 0. Okay, we can now say 150, 200,000. Let's do something that is realistic. 250,000. Okay. 300,000, 300,000, and 500,000 extra, just as example. All right. So once I do this on this particular product, what's the name of this product? Blue Covilla. Okay. So once I do this and I put my password, let me put my password. Let me uncheck this so that nobody will get. Okay, so once I do this and I click on submit, now this has been updated. This means it has been updated to the portal. Okay, has been successfully updated. Now, if I now go to process a transaction for anybody, let's say new transaction. Okay, okay. I click this. All right, that's the name. All right, you notice something. Number of plot, let's say 2 units. Okay, select product, blue Covilla. You notice something? Notice something now. 3 months payment option is there. So if this client has chosen 3 months payment option and you click 3 months here, the system will go check. See, okay. The original cost is 12 million. 3 month plan is still, but if you choose, let's just choose 1 year for instance. You see something that will happen right now. Okay, see that the cost has changed. The cost has changed because the system has added the additional 120,000 to this cost because the person has decided to pay over a period of 1 year. So this is how the installmental payment works. So, and once you start this transaction, the portal keeps a track of the transaction, and even if the client eventually pays up this amount for the land within before 1 year, what the system will do is to prorate this extra cost. This extra cost, it will prorate it. It will calculate it. Let's say the client pays up within 9 months, for instance. So the system will calculate 120,000 over 1 year. That means at 10,000 naira per month, for instance. So what the system will do is to add 90,000. It will eventually add 90,000 instead of 120,000. It will eventually add 90,000 to the costs. Or okay, to the cost, to the original cost, and at the end of the day, what the person will be paying will just be the prorated cost for that extra for that installmental payment. So the system has been programmed to be intelligent enough to to prorate the calculation of this installment payment to fit whatever cost or whatever period that the client is choosing. So this is how the company can make use of the installment payment setting on Vantage Portal. Thank you very much.